Hi, I've got two really exciting channeled messages to share with you today. The first one is about an energy of wonder that's going to be broadcast to the planet over the next week. And the second one is answering the question, is everyone going through this ascension process? I'm Ann Tucker, and this is the Spirit Means Business YouTube channel. And if you want to see more videos like this, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe using that little button in the corner. It's a red one. And I want to describe a little bit about my process and how I'm receiving these messages. I'm what's called a trance channel. So I go into a deep meditative state and I raise my awareness up as high as I can. I go higher and higher, just projecting myself mentally upward, and until I feel an intense pressure that comes over my head, like being at the bottom of a swimming pool. So like my head is underwater, and then the messages start, and then I write them down and I share them here with you. So I will go ahead and dive in and share the first one, and it is about this energy of wonder that they're going to be projecting, and they're telling us how to make sure that we receive it. So they say, we have something to say. There is an opportunity coming which will be exciting. There is not enough feeling of wonder on the planet. There can be more if you open your hearts up to this experience this. It is a new vibration coming more in line with what happens at birth. It is a feeling of wonder at being physical and having four appendages that move. To be feeling, hearing, being in the state is wondrous. It will be a feeling that passes through to uplift you all, a chance to grab a moment of reflection. Ascertain your receptivity. Can it penetrate your mind, that busy fortress? You must reveal the doorway to open yourself up to receive this transport. It lifts. It's designed to capitulate, to restore, unwind, feel the energy. So they're going to be broadcasting this coming up, and they're really asking us if it's going to be here, and we just need to be open and to receive it. So they're telling us to make sure we take the time and to be aware. And they're going to go into, I asked, okay, when is this happening so we can all be ready for it? They say this opening happens on this Sunday again. So I think it's happened already, and they're saying it's continuing, so let's be aware. So you may have actually, if you think back over the past week, if there's any moments when you have felt a sense of wonder, or just noticed sort of the world around you, noticed maybe if you were outside, noticed nature, or whatever, noticed your own physicality in any way, think back to that. It occurs when the sun is in mid-heaven. It unfolds. To be ready, we ask that you open your mind, calm your thoughts, be open to receive. It will be spectacular to receive. Just breathe in the air and feel the breeze, and be thankful for being incarnate, to delve deeply into being human. The experience is wonderful, a joy to be had that many miss. Now you receive it again as at birth, the wonder. This occurs when there is ample time. This sun to be high at the central point where it touches the nadir, to be central to your sky. It happens daily, to be sure it is felt by many. It occurs once divine thought pours through and infects you with delicious love for your surroundings. It is lifting all. Embrace this experience. So they're saying it's happening when the sun is in the, so wherever you are on the planet, they're saying it's happening whenever the sun is at its highest point in the sky. So you can look it up, just Google and find out when is it that the sun from where you are is at the central point. So the nadir is sort of like the central point on the earth, like the middle point, and they're saying when it's directly above that, so that whenever it's the center point of the sky, that's when you're going to be feeling this. It occurs Wednesday, yes, and Sunday. So they're trying to say it happens every day. It's happening daily. Coming here at this time, to be felt at this time, to be flowing. It passes from one dimension to the next, following the sun. Be ready where you are. So basically, they're going to be following the course of the sun as it goes around the planet. And they say it's not tied to the planet. It is projected from above in alignment with solar rays. So that's how it's following the sun. And whenever that sun is at its highest point, that's what facilitates this energy coming down. This timing happens equally for all zones, to be felt in all places on Earth. Yes, you can participate wherever you are. Enjoy, celebrate, be well. So I think that is super cool. And as far as I know, it's going on for at least a week. They didn't give me clarity about how long this would go on. So assume it's happening now, and then I'll double check and see. Assume it's happening this week, and then I'll double check and see if I can get back to you guys with another video later to let you know if it's going to continue ongoing or if it's going to end at any point. But for now, assume it's happening. And just take that moment. You could even just set a reminder on your phone to show you, so that you get a little buzzer when that midpoint of the day is coming. Maybe set it for a minute or so before, so that you can kind of get into that headspace of being really, really present and being receptive at that time, to allow this feeling of wonder to come over you. So I'm very excited to be aware of that, and to be trying it, to be open to receiving these energies. Super cool. All right, so the second message is about the question of, as we're going through this ascension process, what determines if somebody is on board or not, right? And is everybody on board? So they're going to address that here. An opening is what develops, an opening in possibility, a chance for ascension. We must take this opportunity for humanity. It rises up within each person like a wave of possibility for them to ride or pass, to join or fall. They will determine their own path. They may choose. It will be a choice for them to be lifted with the rest or left behind. It's okay. We are equally in service to either opportunity. So this, I think, is huge, is that they're saying that they're going to be, they're equally in service either way. So whether a person decides to come along and be lifted, or they decide to stay behind, they're not passing judgment on that, and they're saying that they're going to help in either case. So nobody's actually left behind, is what they're saying. So we're equally in service to either opportunity, but we wish for as many as possible to join and rise, to be more of what is possible, to experience a greater reality than what they have known. It can be achieved now with our help. We assist to make this happen. We want all to have the chance. So they're really hoping that as many people as possible will be part of this ascension process. You wish for all to be saved. Not all will ascend. It will be, as we said, their choice. You can wish, it is kind, but know that they are sovereign. You must respect their destiny as chosen by themselves. It will be all it is meant to be. So I think this is super important. Is what they're speaking here to is the difficulty that not everyone is going to choose to do this, and that there may be some people in your own family or people that you know, friends that you have, who might not choose to go through this ascension process. And you may be wishing very much that they would, but we have to respect their sovereign choice. We have to understand that it's each person's own individual decision, and be ready to accept that, even though that might be hard. So they say, have not the trouble of taking on worries, trauma, not your own. Be not the savior of every being. Help those who help themselves. So they're saying here that you may be tempted with your healing heart to be wanting to help everybody and trying to help everybody come along in this process. And in that process, you might take on responsibility for their issues, for their trauma, for their difficulties, right? And try to help them through it so that they can be part of it. And they're saying you don't do that. They're saying that's not your responsibility, number one, and that doing that, you can actually incur karma by taking on their issues. So it's important to allow each of us to have our own experience, right? And that's kind of how it works. And I think that's the difficulty that the angels face when they see all of us down here, is they would love to just come in and wave a magic wand and fix all of us. But we have to go through it ourselves. It's just like with your own kids, if you have children, is that, if they get a Lego set and you build it for them because they're having trouble, that they don't learn anything, right? They don't benefit. That you have to let them struggle with figuring it out, so that at the end they can say that they did it and they get the learning, the important learning, which is what we're all here for. So this is particularly difficult right now, recognizing that we are going through this massive earth shift, and not everyone you love may come along, and we have to be really, really careful to allow them to have their own experience and not to take on responsibility for their traumas, or for their feelings, or for whatever's going on with them. So they say, help those who help themselves, who wish to follow, who want to ascend. So that's where you can better spend your time and energy, where it makes sense for you to try to be of help and of service, is for those who want to be on the path and who are trying. So I hope that's helpful to you guys. Super interesting messages, and there will be more to come. So I will be sharing those here. And if you want to make sure you don't miss them, you can like this video and subscribe using the red button in the corner. And I also want to make sure you know that I am live every Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific in the Spirit Means Business Facebook group. So please join me there as well if you want to be part of the live conversation. All right, thanks so much. See you soon.